WMWX, Miamitown. 89.1, WKCX, Crittenden. 89.3, WYNS, Waynesville. ClassX, the new breed of rock.
Bulldog Nation on ClassX is brought to you in part each weekday morning by WindoWorldCincinnati.com. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, if you've never had your radio tuned in to this station at this time of day, you're in for obviously an experience. You know, it might be out of the body experience. I don't know how sensitive you are, but I do know this. The date looms. Shannon the Traffic Girl and Dr. Garrett Sablehouse, the producer, will dine on sushi at Sushi Cincinnati and then go bowling. Sushi and bowling.
No. We're not going bowling.
Good. I feel better about it now.
Do that.
And Monday should be interesting as we get the full report. Dr. Garrett Sablehouse will be taking notes. Jake, quote-unquote, Dr. Kurtzman reports from New York on Monday, too. We have Abby's report. We have an actual report. I like that, you know. We're the only radio show that not only has a live video simulcast and all that, we also have our own reporter from New York City. And she's going to report about the Beeb. So, you know what? Last week's subject, I think, was very good because we roll with it. But I'm telling you right now, I'm looking forward to this report. Bieber. What's up with all this New York stuff? It's kind of funny. I think I'm going to update you today. I am going to finally reveal all of what's going on relative to television and yours truly. And we'll see how that rolls. The UK Wildcats lost to the Georgia Bulldogs. However, the Holmes Bulldogs, Final 8. They are rocking and rolling. And I'm going to make a comment about Calipari. I have some words of admiration for him. My brother Seth, as you know, is home resting, and he has summoned my daughter, Charlie Ann, to come cut his hair. My mom called me and said he needs a haircut. So while he's in a neck brace and his black eye and his fractured skull, he'll get a haircut from my daughter. I bet she doesn't. Seth doesn't. He is tight. I bet she doesn't even pay her. I got all kinds of legal news that we'll share. I want to continue to caution you about Dr. Abubakar Durrani, who, based on what I know, I have nicknamed the Butcher of Pakistan because it helps. Let's face it. I mean, if you are called the Butcher of Pakistan and you know you're an orthopedic, you'd probably say, I probably don't want to go to that. But anyway, law practice is just booming. We have a very special guest. Chuck's uncle will be coming in. His first name, I think he said, is Mike. And he is the first and only admiral and general. He made it all the way up as an admiral in the Navy and all the way up as a general in the Army. How you like that? General Grant didn't even do that. Dwight Eisenhower didn't even do that. By the way,
he's coming today?
Yeah, he's coming in. How's intern boy over there?
He's all right.
Yeah.
Screwed some stuff up.
Hey,
we'll find out.
Hey, can you imagine? How do you screw up playing Joe Dirt?
I know, right? Just play a moron, basically.
I mean, come on. You know, you can always dumb yourself down. Like,
yeah, he doesn't know radio like we do.
You know, we can go like, hey, dude, you know.
Bro.
But you know, he can't.
He just doesn't have it in him.
They just don't
have it. Some people just don't have it.
They just don't have it.
Shannon, for example.
Yeah, but she can read it off the computer.
Yeah, she can read the computer.
Thank God she can read.
I know. If she couldn't read, that's our
traffic
only job.
Yeah.
Requirement.
Yeah, I mean, if you
read.
If you couldn't read, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean,
and speak, I guess.
Hey, how you like this one? And this is what I really love about this is when daylight savings time. 2 a.m. Sunday morning, you turn your clocks ahead 1 hour. You're losing an hour of sleep, Garrett.
It's not good.
After the big date, too, of all nights.
No, I won't wake up till 3.
Now, I love this because this is Martin Luther King Jr., the quote of the day. And I just think it's awesome for all those liberals and whatnot. If a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets even as Michelangelo painted or Beethoven composed music or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well. Isn't that awesome? Mm-hmm. Why can't Keith the intern, Jake the assistant to the assistant producer, and the traffic girl live that the way we do?
Yeah. Do your job.
Do it well. 1817, the New York Stock Exchange is founded. Are you kidding me? Are they? William, we do have the days. He's lucky. He's lucky. By the way, I talked to William for 10 minutes on the way in this morning.
This morning?
I had to straighten him out on a few things.
Good.
Reprimanded.
Yeah.
I do it on Fridays. Get over easier the weekend. The first stock car race is held at Daytona Beach, Florida in 1936.
Bunch of hillbillies. That's where it all started, huh?
Yeah, that's where it all started. I guess that's why Daytona's got the first one every year. Let me see what else do we got here that's
run these cars in 95-degree heat. That's real good for the environment.
Reagan called the USSR an evil empire, and in 1987,
hold on, we got
you got Ronnie.
Got a little Reagan here.
Little Ronnie.
I heard a young father, a very prominent young man in the entertainment world,
Great music today.
addressing a tremendous gathering in California. It was during the time of the Cold War, and communism and our own way of life were very much in people's minds, and he was speaking to that subject. And suddenly, though, I heard him saying, I love my little girls more than anything, and I said to myself, oh no, don't say that. But I had underestimated him. He went on, I would rather see my little girls die now, still believing in God, than have them grow up under communism and one day die no longer believing in God.
Goosebumps.
Ronnie Rags.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bulldog. Hey, we have got a great show. And let me tell you, we still got birthdays. We didn't get to that. And, William did give us a day. But the first, great musical selections. And what I'm doing, folks, is I'm mixing them up good, the 11 that we play every day. And my guess is I've got enough songs in my iPhone to do this quality music for like a month or two. And then all we got to do is just replay the list because Sarah's saving those. How you like that?
Like it.
It's a great first song of the day. Gets you in a good mood. Not too hard, not too soft. It's like Goldilocks, just right. Bob Seger, his #1 hit of all time. Night Moves, which is what Garrett's going to be doing Saturday night on ClassX Radio. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury. I hope your Friday is wonderful. I can tell you one thing, man. I'm worn out come Friday. Today's birthdays, famous birthdays. I like this guy. I like him from his role in Varsity Blues. That is James Vanderbeek. Not from, what was that big show that he was on? Dawson's Creek? Yeah. I'm not into Dawson's Creek. You in Dawson's Creek?
Oh, horrible show.
Oh, Vanderbeek. Gotta like that name. Vanderbeek. What's your name? My name Vanderbeek. Freddie Prinze Jr., 37. He's not been in anything for a long time, and I like him too. A good guy. Hines Ward, 37. William, why would you put a Steeler? Will you jack-wagging him up?
William.
He puts a freaking Steelers football player.
You jackwagon?
Do you believe it?
It's unbelievable.
God. By the way, I one of the things I told William about is that, when I'm rich and we're all going to have these big executive suite offices and whatnot, I told William that I didn't have one for him.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
That's right, William. Keep doing this crap at home.
Lynn Redgrave. She would have had a birthday today. Now, he's finally got it together on the days. We have to get Helen ready. Can you get Helen ready? And
Ready.
Are you ready?
Let me.
Or Tom Jones. Tom Jones. We got to do this for the ladies. We'll do it again later in the show too. This is just too good. This is incredible. I cannot believe we're blessed. By the way, all right, here, ladies and gentlemen, the American jury. If you're a woman today, you tell your boss,
Loretta,
you tell your husband, you tell
Mary.
everybody. It's International Women's Day.
Nice.
International Women's Day.
I love women, and women love us.
Absolutely. Look at those women. We dedicate this song to all the women out there, all the girls. Our wall. By the way, traffic girl, you don't count. As a woman, you're a traffic girl.
Yeah, you're neutral.
Yeah. Yes. I love this song. See? Isn't a great song?
Not
Fires
really.
me up. I like it. It's like a woman's anthem, man.
It is. It's like an anthem
It's
for
replacing
women.
my Tom Jones. She's a lady for the ladies. I mean,
Although Girls Just Want to Have Fun is the ultimate girls song.
Man.
It's a great song. Sometimes I'll just listen to that.
you worry me.
Yeah.
And what was that other song you like? Under Eagle's Wings.
Oh, love
God.
that. And raise you up.
Oh,
That's
my God.
Keith, we need to get that on Eagle's Wings there.
Let me see, because
Kidding, Keith.
we're sinners and not saints.
Keith's,
We want
look at that. Keith's off
Jake
to get
doesn't act like that.
No.
Hey,
Jake flips me the bird.
let's warn. Anytime somebody's not here, let's give them the warning.
Yeah.
We got 2 words for you, Jake. Wally Pip.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know, Wally Pip.
What?
Cincinnati. He was the
that
first baseman that got sick or hurt or something, and Lou Gehrig went in to play first base for the Yankees, and Wally never got his job back.
Oh, so you think Keith might slide in there?
Well, the only thing that we probably get up on the microphone there, Keith.
There, Keith.
The only thing, let's hear your best, Dr. Kurtzman.
A laser. I don't know.
That was a piss poor
Well,
effort.
you know what though? But that was at least he got it. You know,
He knew the gist of
he
it.
knew the gist of it.
Oh,
I was thinking about
laser.
this. This is a double-edged sword for Dr. Kurtzman. I got to talk to him. First off, we might have some trademark issues here, you know, because of using Dr. Kurtzman. On the other hand, look at all the free advertising
Yeah,
he's getting.
he's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
just
mean, come on.
plugging his business right away. Hey, imitation is the best form of flattery. Speaking of Jake, poor bastard called me last night. Flight canceled. Was still in Cincinnati at like 9 o'clock.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
They got snow up there, I think.
Yeah, they were because I was watching the Knicks game and they were doing like an
Man,
art shot of
that's why-
outside New
that's why-
York City.
That's why I don't travel. That's why I don't fly.
It was just coming down, man. It was funny.
I like
He's
these.
probably still in Cincinnati.
One of the reasons why I want to own like a
There he
Ferrari,
is there.
a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something is because no matter how far the drive is, I'll just freaking drive 200 miles an hour in a car. Cincinnati area, partly cloudy, high of 44 today. Saturday, mostly sunny. Sunday, a few showers. Feel-good song on the Facebook is Sunburn, which is a classic. And I tell you right now, we have an awesome song coming up at this break. In fact, let me see that. How long is that thing?
About ready to.
Almost, yeah, well, almost there. The first buffalo ever born in captivity was born at Chicago's Lincoln Park Zoo in 1884.
You need to get
a
the animal
buffalo fact.
Yeah.
You got to get a buffalo fact for us.
I'll get it.
All right, buffalo fact.
I bet his facts are better than Jake's.
Probably. Jake's facts suck.
They do. He just Googles the animal we ask him about and then looks at the
Ooh,
Wikipedia page.
Boy, wasn't that something?
Moron.
Do we want to know who the first inductees in the Country Music Hall of Fame are?
Absolutely not.
No. Let me see here. Eisenhower Interstate System request. The ancient Romans built such an excellent system of roads that saying arose, all roads lead to Rome. You know what? Sometimes they do. The animal responsible for the most human deaths worldwide is the mosquito. He's a badass bug.
I just picture this like Terminator mosquito
A
thing.
badass bug, man. You want to stay away from the damn mosquito. We'll finish up these useless and interesting facts. This is Stevie Nicks, Room's on Fire. I got this from my massage therapist last night, and this was the first song. Now, you got a vision now. There I am laying there naked. No, I'm not naked. I leave my underwear
Stevie,
on.
I'll see Stevie.
And I'm listening to this song, and I fell asleep on ClassX Radio.
Comes your real life and the life that you know.
This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. You know, that song, Stevie Nicks, we're gonna really impress the ClassX diehards here. Stevie Nicks, Rooms on Fire. You know, there's something in music that I learned at Thomas More College and at Covington Latin School called the iambic pentameter, and it seems to me like Adele kind of
ripped that song
Fire
off.
to the Rain. What's that song called?
Yeah, we got a little bit of it here. Set Fire to the Rain?
Yes, Set Fire to the Rain sounds a lot like the iambic pentameter, the same as Rooms on Fire. You know?
Listen to this. Yeah, it's real.
Much. I wonder if there's a little plagiarism here.
She ripped it off.
I think she ripped it off. She ripped it off.
Stevie Nicks ripped off Adele.
No, Adele ripped off Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks was first. That song was first.
What?
Yeah, Adele ripped off Stevie Nicks. Or wait,
I
Stevie rip off Nicks?
I think Stevie.
Really?
Maybe. I mean,
well,
we gotta find somebody ripped somebody's ass off.
Right. And we don't
Listen
know
to these beats.
Exactly the same.
One.
Oh my God, it's true. All right, Stevie, Adele, whoever ripped off the other, I want the person who wants to sue the other for ripping off. It's incredible. How do you do that and get away with it? Thank you there. Thank you. I'll bet you all the ClassX music folks were impressed with that we caught that.
It's happened before. People, Coldplay, your good friends at.
Mm-hmm. They ripped.
They ripped. I think it might have been the song you're going to play by them later.
Really? I love that
Well, I'm
song.
gonna play
You know
it.
what they did? That's the song.
Somebody sued them for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of,
If I were Stevie, I would sue Adele.
yeah, I think Adele did rip off Stevie, and of course I'm biased because Stevie's with Fleetwood Mac, one of my favorite bands of all time.
I'm going to see him live. You ever seen him live?
No. How about Sicily yesterday? Volcanic eruption. One day that'll happen in Cincinnati. Don't we have a volcano around here somewhere? I mean, you know, fault line, the earthquake. I thought there was a volcano like in Indian Hill or something. I don't know, like a what they call me, dormant volcano.
Yeah.
Somewhere near Willie's house, Sycamore Township.
Right near Judy Schlotman's house.
Yeah, you know what's really funny about Willie's house? He actually lives. This is funny. He lives at Sycamore Township, like on the freaking edge of Indian Hill, so he can claim his palatial state. He's the common man.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding. It is on the freaking edge.
So he's not really an Indian Hiller.
I got told her a funny Willie story. Of course, there's plenty of Willie stories since I'm his biographer. This was after the biography, though. True story. Willie decided on his own, without consulting the judge wife. Now, you got to listen to your wife anyway. When your wife's a judge, you really got to listen to him. Yeah. True story. Willie decides to sell the house because he wanted a new house. And he put a for sale freaking sign in the yard and listed it. And judge comes home.
Oh, boy. What old Penny have to say about it?
The sign came down.
Yeah.
And the house wasn't sold.
God, they were ripping on him the other day. It was a couple weeks ago, and they were playing back when he got stuck on the roof.
On the roof.
That's just a classic, man.
It's classic.
He's like, don't turn the lights. He keeps begging him to not turn the lights on.
I want to tell you right now, I am scared of heights too.
I can deal with them, but I don't. I'm not like a thrill seeker necessarily.
All right, now I want you all to keep your minds out of the gutter for our next useless and interesting fact. Although I think this is pretty useful to know.
What's that?
The average life expectancy of a beaver in captivity is only 5 years. So if you want your beaver to live longer and prosper than
let it
5
be
years,
free.
Let the beaver free.
Release the beaver.
Free range is popular today. You know, with everything, free range. Life expectancy.
Only 5 years. You got 5 good years.
In captivity, That was right. That would be right down when you were the editor of the UC paper. You would have went with that one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that today. That's a good one.
Beaver life expectancy tops at 5 years.
In captivity.
That would be my headline.
In captivity.
Yeah. Captive beavers.
Now, this is interesting. The first time the F word was spoken in a movie was by Marianne Faithfull in the 1968 film I'll Never Forget What's His Name. In Brian De Palma's 1984 movie Scarface, the word is spoken 206 times at an average of once every 29 seconds.
Nice.
You know what? Al Pacino. Hey, let's show how Al Pacino did it in Scarface. Can we get Al Pacino on Scarface, how he said the F word? It's awesome.
Yeah.
Listen, he says it better than anybody. Hey, Bill, we just punked you, buddy. The 5 oldest colleges in the U.S. Now, I knew who was number 1 and number 2, but I did not know the rest. The 5 oldest colleges in the U.S. are in order.
Harvard.
Good job.
Yale.
Close. 3rd.
Princeton.
Good job. 4th. 2 more.
Brown.
Close. Good, but not. Think Benjamin Franklin. Where was he?
Delaware.
Penn.
Colgate.
And then in Virginia,
William and Mary.
Bingo. I'm impressed, Garrett. Give it up there,
Thank
buddy.
you. Thank
I'll tell
you.
right now. Not knowing where Ben Franklin kind of was bad, but the other
I thought Franklin. Why was I thinking Frank? Did he cross the Delaware or some crap?
He did.
Yeah, well,
he did.
That's why I thought that.
He was with George. He was his guide.
Well, plus, and then Joe Flacco went to Delaware.
He was looking for the ice. Hey, George, there's freaking ice over there.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I pretty much nailed that. That was a pretty good segment.
Mm-hmm. The English romantic poet Lord Byron was so devastated upon the death of his beloved dog, whose name was Boatswain, that he had inscribed upon the dog's gravestone the following. Now remember, he was a poet. Beauty without vanity, strength without insolence, courage without veracity, and all the virtues of man without his vices. Kind of described us, you know?
Yeah.
We could have put that on our tombstone. That's pretty cool. I'm highlighting this. Look at it. I see you get a little highlighter out there. Yeah.
You always take notes, don't you?
Always.
You're always writing things down.
The amount of drag resistance produced by putting your bicycle on top of your car is so great that on a trip from England to Scotland, it would be cheaper to send it by train because of the fuel consumption to overcome the drag.
Bless it,
Isn't
William.
that great? These people that act like they're nature people
Yeah.
with a bike on top. Get your bike off and go by train.
Yeah. Morons. Plus, can we get like a distance in America, William? Like maybe the distance from here to Columbus? I don't know how the hell far. What was it, Scotland and whatever?
The daughter. It's just
a bike rack.
This is a good one. The daughter of confectioner Leo Hirschfield is commemorated in the name of the sweet he invented. Although his daughter's real name was Clara, she went by the nickname
Clara.
I thought you were going to guess it.
No, I wasn't listening because somebody just sent me an email. Brad Amster.
The daughter of confectioner Leo Hirschfield is commemorated the name of the sweet he invented. Although his daughter's name was Clara, she went by the nickname
Hershey.
Close, but no.
Hershey's Kiss.
Tootsie.
Tootsie Roll. Damn.
And in her honor, her doting father named his chewy chocolate logs Tootsie Rolls.
Those are horrible, by the way. One time I had braces and stuck a Tootsie Roll in my mouth. Roll in my mouth. Ripped them clean out.
Wow.
It was like a retainer. I was in 8th grade. That's all I got.
Those retainers. Yeah,
gotta be careful with them.
Oh, my God. William's question of the day. William, the philosopher. Do you remember a comment or suggestion made to you early in life by a person you thought highly of that stopped you in your tracks and still can to this day?
Nope.
Never
give up.
Yeah, never. Hey, let's make. We love just having fun with those ClassX purists.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say. This is the one ABBA song. The one ABBA song. It's allowed to play on ClassX Radio.
Right. This is Dancing Queen.
And it is rock. Dancing Queen by ABBA on ClassX Radio. Oh, I mean, not bad. We fooled you, didn't we? Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Ladies and gentlemen of the American jury. Screw humor. We had interesting and useless facts. They were funny enough. Shakespeare for your day. He did solicit you in free contempt. I like that. Shannon, I do believe I personally witnessed that Dr. Garrett Sablehouse solicited you in free contempt. That sounds cool. Solicited you in free contempt. I don't know what the hell that really means, but
Whenever I hear solicit, I always just a prostitute.
yeah,
Soliciting a prostitute.
Solicitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found Shannon.
I back her down. You're gonna ruin your date, by the way.
I am going to absolutely ruin it. There's no question about it.
Shannon, I think you might want to change things and maybe go out with the intern boys.
Yeah, maybe Keith. Well, I can go to the basketball game. Mark, you see, I hate to miss senior day. See my boy Cash Wright go out.
Are you ready
with
for
class.
this? Demi Moore, despite having more assets than Ashton Kutcher, is asking for spousal support from him and to pay her attorney fees. Can you say the woman scorned strikes back? Mm-hmm. Brooke Mueller. Now, she is Charlie Sheen's former wife. She is warning that she will sue any organization that publishes naked photos of her being shopped to different media outlets. She reportedly took the photos herself for an ex-boyfriend and thinks a former assistant of hers is trying to sell them. If you take the picture and you give it to a boyfriend, risks.
They're getting out there.
You should just keep it between your... It's like me and Mary. We keep our naked pictures to each other.
Yeah.
Nobody else, just each other. You want to see one?
Yeah.
It was a little joke. George Lucas. Wait a minute. We're protesting this, aren't we? Yes. We're not
Star
doing
Wars?
Star
Yeah,
Wars
yeah,
script.
yeah.
You keep putting the newsletter, but we're not going to report it on radio.
Just because you lived on it growing up, William.
I bet he still has the Star Wars dolls.
I guarantee you he has one of those, what is the spaceship called? The Death Star?
The Death Star?
The figurine, the Millennium Falcon. Thank you, intern.
He's doing
Guarantees.
pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
She's leaving the cast of The View, Joy Behar, good, in August. Is reportedly in talks with CNN to host her own show. God. Charlize Theron is launching her own line of denim apparel. She could market that well.
Yeah.
I like her. Cool girl. Cool chick. Chelsea Handler slams Taylor Swift. My theory about Taylor Swift that she's a virgin, that everyone breaks up with her because they date her for 2 weeks and she's like, I'm not going to do it. And they're like, oh, well, forget it. Then I don't want to date you. Every guy thinks they're going to de-virginize her, and they're not. She's never going to get de-virginized ever, ever, ever. She might be onto something.
I was going to say, I've thought of that too.
It makes sense.
It makes
one
perfect
boyfriend
sense.
after the other, one boyfriend.
Yeah.
And they cheat on her because they're like, gosh, dang, you know what? I think they could
She's
be
a
right.
virgin. Who said that?
You know what? Nobody, no man has come out and said they boinked.
Yeah. Well, who
Chelsea
said that
Handler.
about her?
Chelsea
Handler? She's right. I hate her, and she's right, though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give her a Oracle status for it.
Miley Cyrus, she has sparked rumors of her engagement with Liam Hemsworth has been called off after she was seen out in L.A. without her ring. Aww. And Hemsworth was recently spotted in the backseat of a car with January Jones. That's the blonde on no. Mad Men.
Don't look at me.
Mad
I don't know
Men.
who the hell
Mad
it
Men.
is.
She's attractive. I tell you, more attractive than Miley.
Miley's got the little side head shave going on right now.
We're going to get
so
more
too
on this.
good.
Justin Bieber was hospitalized in London last night after becoming short of breath on stage and fainting. Oh, he was given oxygen and transport. I shouldn't make fun of the Bieber. Yeah, we will.
Yeah, he
all right.
passed out in London, and these kids are screaming and crying. I heard in the audience when he went down.
Oh my God!
And then took a little 20-minute respite, and got back out there and did like acoustic songs of his. Couple hits. Always finishes the show.
The show must go on. Chris Brown got in an argument. He threatened a valet who he thought was taking $5 extra. Come on, I give $20 to the parking attendants down at Brio's. Come on, Chris Brown.
You
know what? Let me tell you something. This is rules to live by. tip waiters and waitresses well
Yes.
that do good job. I mean,
Yeah.
if they suck, don't. And valets, tip them well because you know what? Especially if they know who you are, it is good marketing into not is bad marketing.
Oh yeah, because then you get the rap.
At valets, at Jeff Ruby's, at Brio's, where else? There's someplace. Montgomery Inn, the Boathouse. Okay, they go, how you doing, Mr. Deters? How you doing, Bulldog? They know who the heck I am, and I tip them good, and I just know that they like me. Hey, Bulldog's cool, man. He gives us good tips.
Yeah, I mean, that's one where you're either loved or hated by the attendants.
You know the older generation, they don't tip very well. My dad, my godfather, Larry Grouse, like you go to Frisch's and you see their tip, and I'm like, I got like sneak some more money down because I'm like, God darn.
Yeah.
You know, they think a buck or two is like a good tip.
Well, think of when they were.
I know. That's why they got more money than we do.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods going on to sports. Should we report that Kelly Osbourne was hospitalized for suffering a seizure during the taping of her show, Fashion Police? I didn't think so. Tiger Woods is currently a 5-way share of the lead at the Cadillac. You ever have a 5-way lead?
A 5-way share of the lead?
Yeah.
What are they all 6 under? I think they 5 of them shot a
6 under.
66 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Watson shot his age. I think he's one of those guys that shot the 66. I love Tom Watson.
Good guy.
Yep.
Good golfer.
Yep.
Mariano Rivera says he's gonna retire for 2013.
One more year. I mean,
wants to come back.
It was a freak thing. You remember how he got hurt last year?
Shagging fly balls.
Yeah. Blew out his ACL. So he'll be back, do one more year. He'll probably suck, and then I don't know.
The mayor of City of Atlanta has agreed to give $200 million in taxes from hotel rooms to fund part of the new $1 billion stadium for the Falcons to replace the 21-year-old Georgia Dome.
That's so weird, though.
The house that Dion built.
Right when you said that about Mariano Rivera, I got an email from the Yankees, like their email list thing.
Ooh, get this. Denny Hamlin throwing down against NASCAR. He will not pay the $25,000 fine for his comment about Generation 6 cars not racing as well as the Generation 5 cars. He says, the truth is what it is. I don't believe in this. I'm never going to believe in it. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to pay the fine. If they suspend me, they suspend me. I don't care at this point.
Oh, no, he didn't.
He did.
Wow, Hamlin.
Pay
the fine, you
somebody's going to say, hey, Denny, it's $25,000, you jackwagon.
Yeah.
You want to lose your sponsor?
What a horrible non-sport NASCAR is.
Akron point guard Alex Abreu was suspended yesterday after being arrested for possession and trafficking marijuana.
Oh, come on.
By the way, though, I've had clients like this. Trafficking, he might have had a little bit of marijuana. Ah, you're trying to sell this. I mean, so you never know. Let's reserve.
I thought you had to have at least a pound
let's reserve judgment
to get popped for trafficking.
No, I think it can be less than a pound. Spring training, they beat Canada. The Reds did 12-2. The Cyclones play tonight, 7:30, U.S. Bank Arena. Y'all
Which team
go?
did Joey Votto play for?
I'm sure he did Canada. You all want to go? You want to go hockey game tonight?
No,
okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. World Baseball Classic. You asked for it. It starts today at 12 o'clock.
No, the U.S. probably does. It's been going on.
Canada and Italy. U.S. plays Mexico at 7 on today. NHL scores. We won't report those because Jake's not here. So we don't really care. We just do that for Jake.
Damn.
Chicago plays Colorado tonight at 9. We'll see if they keep their record going. We come back, we will cover college sports and basketball. And the great song that we have for you now, there's Traffic Girls in the House, is AC/DC, Who Made Who. And when she is a Playboy centerfold, and when she is like the king of the heap, she's going to say, the dog and Dr. Sablehouse gave me the opportunity. Who Made Who on ClassX Radio. Nation on ClassX is brought to you in part each weekday morning by WindoWorldCincinnati.com. This is Eric Deters, the Bulldog, on ClassX Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, it's Friday. And can you turn mine up a little bit there, Garrett? Traffic Girls in the house. Are you all excited about your big date?
I am so excited.
You know it's probably going to cost you a fortune because
know.
You're probably going to pay for valet, taxi for him to go home when he's drunk, puking everywhere.
Right.
Yeah. Just put me in a cab and I'll find my way home.
What's going on out there in traffic?
In Warren, there's an accident blocking 2 lanes on 75 northbound. Slow traffic from exit 36 in Franklin. A disabled vehicle blocking the right lane on 275 eastbound at the Kentucky-Indiana state line. In Cincinnati, an accident on Tower Street at Vine. And the off-ramp is blocked on 71 southbound at Montgomery Road.
Hey, are your levels all right? Because when you asked me to turn yours down, I turned his down.
Yeah, mine's better now.
Down?
Just want to let you know.
It's good.
Good.
Yeah.
I got a funny story. Yeah, I think it's funny. After the Withrow High School incident in court, and I was standing out on the sidewalk, some dude comes up to me, and I mean, he was toothless. He was weathered. He was a good guy. And he said, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm your cousin." I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, I built your house with your Uncle Jerry." My Uncle Jerry did not build my house. And I mean, it was just funny. And I said, "Well, that's nice to know." And he said, "Can I talk to you?" I said, "Man, I got to go." I'm always polite. I said, "I got to go, but here's my card. Call me." And he called. Now, I am going to call this guy back, but he is not my cousin.
Yeah. Tell that toothless hillbilly you're not related.
I wouldn't be mean to him like that.
I would.
I got something else to announce, which I think is pretty good. Dayton High School. There's a guy named, the superintendent down there named Gary Rye. He was an ass to Nicole Howe, okay? Busted, huge couple, about $250,000 embezzlement. Ha, 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 ha. Who's the bad guy now, Gary Rye? You are. And I got to give an Oracle status to my friend Mike Allen.
Yeah,
All right?
Mike's a good guy.
Well, let me tell you something. And I want to give a Jack Wagon.
Oracle status.
Now, this is funny. I love you, Jesse. Jesse's one of my partners. But can we Jack Wagon up Jesse Shore?
Sure.
You jackwagon?
I was contacted by numerous people about this Elmwood thing. All right? Numerous. And I was thinking, yeah, this has got Bulldog written all over it. I'm going to sue them. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, by the way, Jesse is my very best researcher. He does a great job. This was his very first project, though. He told me the research showed Ohio law was clear, it was constitutional, and we didn't have a case. I tell these people that, okay? I talked to Mike Allen about it, and he said that was kind of generally the law, but he was going on some different kind of theories and whatnot. And I said, well, good luck. I said, you drew the right judge. And Judge Ruhlman, of course, has thrown out the Elmwood ticket cameras. And now it'll be appealed, of course. But it's still a victory for Mike, and Mike did a good job. I can tell you this. Collecting the money, that's always the hard part. We'll see what happens. Of course, the city says they're broke. But if they're legally obligated to return it, that city's going to be in some trouble. Remember I always talk about Bob Dylan is fine, but that Bruce Springsteen is a greater poet. Well, Clive Davis, who was, he makes these people superstars. He's the one that gave the advice to Bruce Springsteen he needs to move around more on stage. They asked him who's the greatest entertainer. Bill O'Reilly asked Clive Davis, who was the great. I mean, this is Whitney Houston, Springsteen, all the big stars, right? And he said, well, that's a tough one, but he said, let me tell you something. Bruce Springsteen and Bob Dylan are just incredible poets. I'm thinking, my God, this is wild, because he names those two, the same two that I say. But then he went on, he said, but Bruce Springsteen, by his live performances, along with that poetry, is just incredible. The exact same freaking thing I told Ken Brew when we got an argument between Springsteen and Dylan. I feel vindicated.
The Bruce bag?
And we also got to give the Bruce bag, Oracle status to Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky for doing a 12-hour-plus filibuster. How about this? The Attorney General says that he hasn't, but he might, that he and the president think they can drop a bomb from a drone on us without a trial, without ignoring the Fifth Amendment. Is that not incredible? Our president and our Attorney General. And I think Rand Paul made a great point. And Jack Wagon up, John, loser freaking McCain, who criticized Rand Paul for doing it, said it was ridiculous. And guess what? He's saying ridiculous when, guess what? The two big U.S. senators, Hispanic, that's the future of the Republican Party, Cruz from Texas, and Marco Rubio, were praising Rand Paul for it. John McCain has been. Get the hell out of the goddamn way, you loser. And don't you ever throw Willie under the bus. Again, once is enough. What are you doing tonight there, Shannon?
I'm working tonight.
You working tonight?
I am, yeah. Going to dinner probably.
Where are you going to go to dinner?
I don't know yet. Not sushi.
Could eat a steak tonight.
Sushi's tomorrow.
Yeah. I wish this was video. Can I have Sabrina, the official videographer for Bulldog Nation, videotape the entire date? Like all
That would be great.
Like all the way. I mean,
Well,
if we start videotaping, we don't stop.
Yeah, even better. I'm going to wear my GoPro.
Okay.
It's a camera you just attach it to your head. So I'm going to do that for the date.
All right. We come back. We'll have more Radio Superbity as we just keep flying through the morning. And we are also going to have some local news. This is the Bulldog, and this is a great song. This is my favorite America song, Sister Golden Hair on ClassX Radio.